So where we last left our heroes, they battled through the second round of the war games, fighting through a jungle filled with the remaining combatants. Having acquired a sigil from a burning ship of salamanders and fire newts, T-Wig returned to the party to find that they had encountered a group of skinwalkers. Traveling further into the woods, having acquired a single sigil, 2 of which they would need to enter the Colosseum proper, they came across a centaur that turned out to be possessed, or in possession, of one of the shards of the Bleeding God. The fraction of the Bleeding God's consciousness transformed the beast into a massive monstrosity, which the party battled hard to defeat, eventually Wolfgang slashing it down with the Heavenly Blade Crescendo, receiving the shard of the Bleeding God, as well as that creature's half of the sigil. Reuniting with Dogud, who was waiting in ambush at the entrance of the arena to try to mug anybody that might be coming in for their sigils. They found him unconscious, having been ambushed by not only the skinwalkers the party had come in contact with, but also a band of orcs that they had helped defend the city of Damhammer with. Having recovered Dogud and Wolfgang having made peace with the remaining skinwalkers, they entered the arena and found a small bit of respite as you, the emissary of Solomon, watched over them. Asmo, in the middle of the night, decided to take a tour of the establishment, going up to the main bowl of the Colosseum itself, and made contact once again with Vessa, the daughter of the god of war. After a brief conversation, figuring out her motivations, and a small amount of flirting that he managed to survive, Asmo returned to the rest of his crew, and everybody rested up for the evening. The third round begins tonight on Roll With Me. So, you've all rested throughout the night.
Okay, set up my spells then.
Yeah, everybody, y'all got a full rest in. Everything is back up, 100% hunky-dory.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you get up, there's not much going out in the main room. T-Wig, you'd probably be the first one to awaken, as you never really fall asleep. You've just been kind of sitting outside the doors, in fact, as you was reminiscing about everything that has gone on that he thinks you might find interesting.
Found it riveting. I don't remember much of it, but I find it extremely riveting.
Yeah, he spoke about most of the mundanities of his life. You know, the parts of Solomon's schedule that he is allowed to talk about, you know about. For some reason, he goes back to his chambers a lot and just talks to a jar of eyes.
All right. Everyone's allowed to have a friend. I talk to a tree, so that's fine.
As the rest of you awaken, this really not a lot going on. Dogud doesn't look like he slept throughout the night either. He might have rested, but he's still just kind of sitting out in the main area of the quarters that have been granted to you. Which of you would be the first to awaken?
As will be last because he.
Yeah, you were the last one in. All right, so Denier and Wolfgang, go ahead and give me con checks just to see which one of you would get up first.
Okay. A wizard and a warlock doing constitution checks.
20.
15.
Denier, you had a sound night sleeping, and you're up and a little bit antsy, but you slept calmly, and you make your way out into the main room. Dogud catches your eye as you crack open your door. Nods at you.
Nods back. So
Until-
this is the day, huh?
Seems like it. Few hours remain.
Something doesn't sit right with all this.
In what way?
Just the title of the Trial of Shadows. I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about it.
Well, it's not like there's any backing out now, is there?
That is fair. Plus, we got to do it.
You can see there are a few more goat skeletons at Dogad's feet. He's actually he lifts up what appears to be a rib bone and starts picking his teeth. There's still plenty left in that pantry. I ain't ate all of it.
Good. We're going to need some of it. Plus, I've got a little bit of meat that I traded for back in town anyway.
T-Wig, as the what you're assuming to be, I mean, you have a good sense of time. So, as the morning drew on, the hallways have grown a bit more thicker with activity. A few more people are wandering around down here, carrying boxes and crates, moving them throughout the hallways.
Can I use Druidcraft to just quickly check the weather for the next 24 hours?
Sure.
Sweet.
No problem there. The next 24 hours, it looks like today it's going to be a little overcast during the day, but at night, partly cloudy. There's a chance of rain in the afternoon.
We're in Vancouver now, Kurt.
Yeah, we are. No, there's just chance. You said partially cloudy, not partially cloudy. It would be fully cloudy.
Oh, yeah, not 40% chance of rain. All right, good to know. I will keep that in mind. And I will just do a quick observation. Do I see any competitors within the hallway, maybe moving about at the moment?
With your passive perception, yeah, actually, you see a orc appears to be walking from down the left side of this corridor toward the going past you, heading off to the right. They are holding what appears to be a some sort of like a kebab of sort. It's
Okay.
like meat on a shiv.
I'm just gonna watch them pass by, and like my head's just gonna fully rotate as they're passing by.
They look over at you. This isn't an orc that you had seen before. You're thinking that this person was probably here before the events took place at Damhammer, but the orc kind of stops. He's got this long braided beard. He stands about 7'2". He has a mohawk on top of his head and a series of scars down the side, down the right side of his face, all in like a horizontal line, kind of like a zebra pattern going down the side of his face.
Okay.
You, common, not good. You, at Damhammer.
Him. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
He just sort of like grins and nods.
I like nod back, just kind of parroting what he's doing.
Great debt. Oh, you great debt. Shame to have kill.
What?
But oh, debt. You challenge tonight, yes?
Yes.
Yes, we challenge tomorrow morn. Champions. He points at you. Shadow.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
He he walks up to you and like just force grabs your left arm with his, like in kind of like that handshake form.
Yeah.
Finals. We kill in finals.
How about not a lot of killing?
A lot of kill finals, yes. Like you. Ah! It's kind of grunts, takes a huge bite out of this. It's hard to describe exactly what this meat looks like. It's like this flaky, like tannish gray meat that he just crunches into, rips off some chunks. Some of it, like some of this gravy that's on it, splatters on the front of your faceplate, and he starts marching away.
I'm gonna wipe that off my face.
Pull up the squeegee.
Oh, shit,
Yeah.
I kind of squat and like hold my head in my hands and go,
Oh my gosh, are we killing people? I thought this was just a fight. Oh no.
Well, hard to say how you decide to win. Am I saying too much? Maybe.
Be careful, you. I don't want you to get into trouble. I appreciate your concern, but... boy, I might be more incensed than I thought.
You nods. Either way, you'll find out tonight.
I guess so. Well, thanks for keeping me company last night. It was really great. Also, that thing with the whole eyeball thing? It's fine.
The jar.
That happens, sometimes, we have someone, we can't really talk to the people around us. Sometimes we just need a something we take care of to talk to, and that's okay.
Care. It's a strong word.
It's a good word.
It is. Not sure if it's accurate.
Well, sometimes care isn't like petting it or whatever. Sometimes it's just talking to it. You'd be surprised how much stuff listens.
You just sort of nods. I guess so.
Anyway, I should probably go meet up with my my friends, my other friends.
Oh, yeah. They're probably waking up by now.
Yep. Well, you take care of yourself, buddy. If you're watching the fight, you better cheer for me, okay?
I will be there.
Awesome.
And he nods.
I will walk into the room.
Dogud is sitting there with Denier. Wolfgang, it's at about this time that you'd be waking up as well. He was out there all night. Did you get no rest in you? He's looking. Dogud's looking over towards T-Wig right now as you exit your chambers.
What, me? Get dressed?
Dogud nods.
Oh, I'm good. I got plenty of recharge time.
I don't know much about how use works.
I don't know that much either. I just kind of go with it and hope for the best.
Ugh. Hope we get to move soon. I always sort of cramped in here. Can't really stretch out.
I imagine they won't want to waste any time.
Well, we still got a number of hours. We could probably move everything to the side and, let you lay on the floor and stretch out a bit.
I suppose that'll work. Dogud just starts, kicking his legs out, the couches and chairs and tables are just shoving over into a corner. Ah! You hear a bunch of cracks as he stretches out his back.
There you go. Feeling better?
It sounds like a deep bass drum just based on the size of this guy. Just boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's been a while.
I felt that, I really did.
Yeah. Asmo, you hear it when you're sleeping, and it actually sort of jostles you awake. You just hear this pop, 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 pop.
I want to
Almost
imagine.
Yeah.
He's having a dream, but like he's incredibly buff in the dream, like Homer's imagination. But instead, you just hear all of a sudden all the bad guys he's fighting, all of a sudden their limbs start popping, and then everyone's limbs start popping. Oh my lord!
Yeah, either way, Asmo, this would jostle you awake by this point.
Asmo wakes up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
He doesn't even know who that is yet, but he feels like him.
It's truly a painful thing. Joy of joys, I'm alive.
As
Hooray! I just like
What the-
put both my arms up in the air.
Good morning, T-Wig.
It is the morning. Hello.
That's good. What is Doga doing?
Stretching! Oh!
Yep, that.
He pushes his arms up against the wall, and you can actually see them kind of crack.
You think that's the pose? See if you can do this. Asmo drops to his knee. No, it's okay. It's okay. Asmo does a cat. Does a cat pose. Sticks out his butt, you know, and arches the back. And you hear a. Oh God.
Dogad awkwardly shifts and starts to try to roll onto his, like, belly. But, like, the room's just, like, too small for him to do it, like, without it being awkward. It's like if you were trying to do it in the cardboard box meant to fit a fridge, you know?
Oof.
Oh, that's not good.
Do you need a hand, Dogan?
I'm good. He's now laying on his stomach. He starts, like, pushing himself up, but his back, like, starts crunching against one of the 3 chandeliers hanging in this room. Fuck it, belongs to the old geezer. He just obliterates the chandelier, and there's just a bunch of glass just sliding down the sides of his back.
Ooh.
Huh.
Prestidigitation, just clean that away. Brush that away.
Now you wave your hand to the side and just makes a clear path and piles itself into a corner.
I'm about to make breakfast. Anybody want anything?
Pass me one of them goats.
All right.
Give him a goat.
I will try to give him a goat.
You open up the pantry. There is a, you know that scene from Jurassic Park? There is a part of that pantry. This is like the size of a large walk-in closet. There are 3 goats still in there, alive, tied to a strap, each tied to like a pole. Nah!
Oh my god.
Ah!
Oh my god, bye.
Oh.
I will bring Dogan a goat.
All right, handle animal.
This is gonna be bad. Daenerys hates animals, and animals hate Daenerys.
But Daenerys is an animal.
12.
You manage to drag this goat out. It is being stubborn, trying to like hold itself back, but it's like you're leading it by the rope far enough that Dogan can pinch the rope with his fingers and start dragging it slowly towards its doom. He holds it over his mouth like a kicking, screaming grape.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Crunch. Crunch.
Can I scan that before he eats it?
Be right back once.
There are 2 more in the pantry if you would like.
Awesome. I'm gonna scan one of them.
You have scanned a terrified goat.
Wolfgang's just poker faced at this entire thing.
Yeah, Dogan is just like gently chewing and trying to like peel the meat off the bones in his mouth without crunching up the bones.
I would recommend not talking to the goats there, T-Wig.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't prepare the spell anyway. We're good.
Good. Daenerys will take a little bit, and he will attempt to make breakfast in the kitchen.
All right, there's enough in the pantry that you can make pretty much anything that you'd be looking for.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, just a simple breakfast from back home.
Eggs and beans.
Yep.
Easy as can be.
Mm-hmm.
Do you make enough for the rest of the class or just you?
I will make enough for the rest of the class,
All right,
including
you
a mountain of eggs, which he will set as an offering to the Godslayer.
Asmo, there is a mountain of eggs and a large portion of beans on a plate for you.
You slowly see Asmo's tongue wrap around one of the eggs.
Ah,
But you don't see Asmo
beans.
move. This is stealth tongue. My favorite part is to feel it burst going halfway down. Wow.
Doggett actually nods in understanding.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. It's so delicious. Oh. I'm gonna get so fat.
Everybody enjoys a nice breakfast of eggs and beans. Lots of protein.
And
I
over
love it.
breakfast,
You like really good food.
over breakfast, I will grab one of the 5 random books that Asmo and Wolfgang and Tiwig got from the prison of Malatesh and begin looking over it. If I cannot understand her, I can ritual cast comprehend language.
All right, which book do you decide to grab?
I will grab the one in Giant first.
All right. It appears to be a tome of history. It tells, like, the title seems to be, God, what did I have? Hold on, sorry. I need to pull back through my notes.
No worries.
All good, dude.
Ah, yes, Sigrund, the tallest and fair.
This might be up your alley, Doggett. I'm not sure if you're the book type, but this is about giant history.
You can see, like, he starts to reach his fingers into his mouth, and he pulls out the string. Connected to it is the remainder of a goat skeleton. What sort of history?
It seems to tell about the tallest and most fair of the giants. You said it was Sigmund, Lenny?
Sigrund.
Yeah, apparently
Sigrund.
it's a feller named Sigrund.
I ain't no fella.
Oh, you've heard of her.
It's my mother.
Oh. Wow. And looks over towards Wolfgang and Asmo. You found this book where?
Actually, not that far. Technically, I mean, how far was that temple from Doggett, Wolfgang? Like, you know what flies. So
it was a bit of a trek. I mean, would it take us a day to get off that mountain? Couple of days, T-Wig?
Didn't I fly us? I think I flew you. Like we did.
We did fly.
By bird time, I'd say by like walking distance, it would probably be half the time. Well, double the time because it cut down half the time flying. But if you consider the incline downcline, I'd say definitely like a decent trip, decent trek, but not completely unreasonable.
Although the said temple is well, caved in now.
You don't want to go there. There's nothing really left.
Oh, we can't really go there. It's filled with liquid magma.
yeah, it's just the top of a mountain now.
That's where Hackless disappeared, right?
Correct.
Rest in peace, Hackless.
You want me to
Rest in
check on him
peace.
for you?
Not really.
Doggett is just glancing back and forth between the lot of you right now.
I will offer the book over to Doggett. If you want it as a memento, man, it's all yours.
I ain't much for reading essentially such tiny print. And I don't need them memories.
Fair enough. At least had to offer, you know. You're one of us, after all.
So
A small grin crosses his face, but it fades pretty quickly. He just nods to you.
I just put up my hand like a kid at class.
Mm-hmm.
I
T-Wig.
met someone this morning. I met an orc this morning. He looked like a rooster.
Yes.
He looked like a rooster. It was pretty crazy. I don't think we're fighting them today because he said that he's fighting in the evening and we're fighting in the morning. So I don't know if that's useful information, but we're not fighting the orcs, and I don't know what that means. But are we killing people? Is that just kind of what we have to do here?
Wouldn't
Well-
shock me.
I don't think it. Well, until we learn more about the rules, I don't think it's necessary. But
I think
Okay.
it's till your opponent stops wanting to fight. I would assume it's
these people are fighting. These people are fighting for the good of their homelands, so I'd imagine they'd want to fight as long as they can.
That's fair
Yeah,
enough.
but remember who you're fighting for. Who's watching?
Yeah, the god of war and death. Well,
Undeath, I guess.
I imagine that if we try to spare them, they'll just put them out of their misery anyway.
Okay, so no mercy, but maybe not killing.
As much as I hate to say it, T-Wig, we're not going to be shown any.
That is fair. That is the way of things. I understand. Still, bit of a surprise. That explains the boat.
Dogged nods. Either way, it sounds like we've got a day to prepare. Could figure out what we's up against, or we could, I don't know, do something.
Stomach.
Or we could just wait here until we's ready to fight and
No, we should probably go out and make a show of it. Mostly because we want to see who we're fighting. Is this a standard ladder tournament, or is this kind of like random lots? That's what I'm most curious about.
Well, if what you was saying is true, he points over to T-Wig, then it seems like we ain't fighting them today. Seems like we's got our own separate fights to deal with before we deal with them. In
Yeah.
whatever the finals happen to be.
Well, I like to make a show of things, so... let's see.
What's this trial called? A trial of shadows?
That's what they said.
Then these was the other ones, the champion lot.
Well, it's a good thing you're with us, Dogan, because you cast the longest one I can think of.
I can't think of anybody
Sure.
else who cast a bigger one.
I can't either.
You know what? I can think of one guy. Just one.
Maybe.
Dogged leans up. Oh!
Now, what? Yeah, it's don't worry about it. We took his table at the meat house.
Yeah, maybe Harish, but he's cheating.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Ugh.
boo, Harish, boo, boo,
Fuck that guy.
boo,
Damn.
boo.
Sent me to jail. What the heck?
Harish sneezed so hard he fell down a flight of stairs. Ah!
Oh, my other eye.
Which is funny considering where he is right now.
Oh no, he fell down the up escalator. He'll fall down forever.
I'm falling up!
He's falling down the up escalator. It'll happen forever.
I warned you about stairs, bro. I told you, dog.
Alright.
I got a couple. I managed to get a new spell in Damhammer. I'm eager to put it into my spell book, so I might be doing that today. It'll be a good way to get us out of a sticky situation pretty quick.
What is it?
It's a spell called Dimension Door. It can get
Oh.
me and somebody else about 500 foot away, whether
That's
it be
a
straight
coincidence.
away or straight up in the air.
I have this, and he gestures to the cape on his back. The cape of the mountebank. Does pretty much the same thing. but only once a day.
I also
Nice.
got this. Denier digs into his pouch, and he holds up the bone elephant flute.
What's that?
The seer, the green seer, gave it to me back in Damhammer with almost a prophecy. She said when two titans clash, when the wind screams and all is lost, I have this. And I'm going to be figuring out what it does today.
Hopefully.
I think I know what she's meaning. I think I know what she's meaning it for. Go ahead.
I still have these flasks of deer urine. I have no idea what to do with them.
You surprise somebody.
I guess.
You imagine they're preparing to fight you. What the last thing most people expect is a jar full of urine in their face.
All right, so Denier's going to be spending the day studying or getting the dimension door into his spell book and studying the elephant whistle.
Yep, identifying items, identifying and scribing spells.
All right.
Mhm.
What does everybody else want to do with their day before the tournament begins?
Is there any... Oh, I didn't prepare it. Never mind. We did imbue those gemstones with spells, didn't we?
Yeah, the
Yes.
The tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have those all written out.
Okay.
You have one, Connor has two.
That's right.
Yep.
I have the Revivify canister, that's right.
Yep.
So now, Nick, you mentioned earlier that what is going on in the stadium today then, if there's not a match?
There's basically this is just the day for everybody to get in and get situated. The match begins tonight, your match specifically. From what T-Wig heard in their conversation, the orcs are going to be fighting tomorrow morning.
Oh, I got that wrong. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I was just correcting for the sake of it.
While you're doing that, Denier, and you guys can do whatever you want,
Asma pulls out his new chain weapon.
I'm gonna go watch to see what's going on in the bowl, and maybe head on down to that training room and try and give this thing ding a whirl or another whirl again.
I might join you.
I would mind joining too.
Oh my god, you guys, what are you doing? Now I don't want to go outside. I hope plans cancel.
I want to make him as relatable as possible right now. Oh no. We have to cancel plans. Wipe sweat away from his brow.
If we's allowed out of here, I just need to stretch my legs. Dogad starts to kind of straighten up a bit. He can kind of, sort of, crouching stand in this room. Again, the ceiling is almost 20 feet up, but he still has to kind of crouch down.
Well, Doggett, how about you go for a walk and flex yourself and follow suit with us? Might have to go make a scene of ourselves a little bit.
All right. Well, then I guess he pops open the door and looks out at you. When's we got to be back here for the tourney? Just by sundown. All right. Dogad awkwardly ducks below the threshold of the door and starts wandering down the hallway. I'll be back then.
Okay, be safe.
I send a bee with him in case he's not safe.
The bee lands on his. The bee lands in the bear fur of his vest.
All right.
All right. So Denier, you are. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check to see how long it's going to take you to get the dimension door into your book.
Absolutely. Arcana 13.
It's going to take a good majority of your time to get it, but you'll be able to get it in before the match starts. So you might still have time to check on that elephant whistle. But since that thing's on the back of your mind and you decided not to do that first, it's going to be harder for you to transcribe.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the lot of you, where are you guys gonna wander off to? There are a few different areas in the arena that you can go. As Asmo mentioned, there is a training hall down on this floor, but just kind of around the bend a few ways. T-Wig, by the direction that orc was traveling from, you know that there's some sort of commissary or galley at which to get food in case you guys get hungry.
Okay.
Further, you know that Lush and Tom are set up somewhere around here, probably up closer to where you were yesterday, Asmo. And then there is the bowl that you know where you were at last night, Asmo.
Okay.
Well, I thought we're going to be fighting here today, boys of all sizes and colors. I guess T-Wig's technically silver.
Yeah, and green.
Yeah, but here you go. Never quite seen something like this. Look how beautiful this looks.
Pretty big.
Man.
Are there any trees or anything in this area at all in any capacity?
There are some outside of the Colosseum in the forest that you walked through, but right now you're entirely on the interior of a building that is constructed out of stone and bone.
Okay, yeah, I figured. I just wanted to double check just in case.
All right. If you guys want to go ahead, the three of you can each choose to do one thing, I'll say, and then we'll move on. So go ahead and give me initiative.
Initiative.
Yeah, just to decide who does what or just to decide who chooses to go where first.
2.
Natural 20.
And Asmo.
You know what? Wolfgang can just choose what Asmo does. No. Soft 20.
All right, Wolfgang, where's everybody going first?
Oh gosh. The power.
We're all gonna volunteer at the local orphanage. Fuck!
I think you should scouts first.
Should what?
Just so we have time to recover, because we said we wanted to practice with our weapons and stuff.
Oh, so head to the trading ground?
Yeah.
All right. You ask Asmo where that is, and Asmo obliges and shows you the way. It's a fairly large training hall. Asmo, unlike last night where it was basically abandoned, there are a few Goliath down here, and actually Harper Valentine and another orc. This one, the large female orc with the big braid and the sickle at the end of her braid.
Oh.
They appear to be training at the far end. The Goliath are just sort of like doing deadlifts and punching each other in the gut as they're like flexing. You know, Goliath things. These are big dudes, and they each have symbols kind of painted across their face. You can't quite discern their meaning, but they are a number of stripes and then a few circles kind of around their eye areas.
Out of character, Connor Oss would see this and just shake his head like,
Yeah, there's still plenty of space for you guys to train. There are a number of striking dummies, and there's a huge wall, rack of weapons. And I'm going to roll something for orcs real quick as soon as I can find... There's my dice. Alright, she doesn't notice. And he doesn't notice either. Harper does notice that you guys have come in. And he just sort of like waves at you. And then he goes back to... he appears to be throwing daggers of sorts at one of the striking dummies.
He's got some long-ranged options. I know they have firearms as well.
Yeah, I'm more interested in figuring this bad boy out.
Asmo just kind of swings it. Kind of has the good old "come here" blade on his hand, lightly swinging it 2 and 4.
All right, you can train with that for a few hours. Go ahead and give me a. Let's see. The weapon on a chain is. I said the weapon on a chain is a dex weapon. Yeah. So go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
It's like Asmo's like just kind of swinging it, and also like, you seen how Jackie Chan wielded that horseshoe?
Yeah, you're training with it. I just want to see how well you're doing.
Just a regular dex check.
Dexterity. Yep.
11.
It's still a little awkward for you. Unfortunately, you feel like no matter how much training you put in with it today, you're not going to be proficient with it come combat time.
Asmo ties it around his waist, essentially. Kind of like, just puts it around his waist, kind of ties it in a simple, like, chink.
Roll another check for the orcs while you're practicing with it. Yeah, both of them are still incredibly engrossed with what they're doing and don't notice the weapon you're using.
All right.
Wolfgang, how do you want to spend your time in the training hall?
Well, perhaps whenever Asmo is done with his chain weapon training, he might ask him to spar a little bit so he can get in some sword practice.
You want to do what?
You heard me.
You want to spar? You want to spar with me?
You heard me.
I know. I need you to repeat it a couple times, because sometimes you say some truly crazy things.
I want to spar with you, Ad.
Oh God, you're making me blush.
Asmo just giggles a little bit, pulls out both the blades.
Oh, Wolfgang, don't ask for something you know that is not going to happen.
All right.
Sort of
giant
summons crescendo.
Giant lip lick. I like the tongues extended out a foot, like a big circle.
He just shakes his head and summons crescendo.
With that, go ahead and roll initiative then.
Well, we don't actually want to beat ourselves up, though.
11.
I'll say you can hold back. Each attack will only do 1 damage each. With that, Wolfgang, you have taken the initiative. Go ahead and make your first attack.
Okay. He'll do a little tiny flourish and then rush in on Asmo. Gonna slash him with crescendo. 23.
Oh. I believe that hits, correct? Unless you have a...
I think it does hit. I think it just barely, even with defensive duelist.
Yeah, I was gonna say you match.
All right, Wolfgang, you strike Asmo. Asmo, you take 1 damage.
Off.
Boom. I get another attack.
You like not expecting Wolfgang to come out of nowhere. He comes at you Griffith style, just stabs crescendo straight towards your face, and you get that little anime sweek cut beneath your eye.
Oh no, not the anime cut.
Yeah.
And do I get my extra attack?
If you want to shoot him. I will say there's no good way to shoot him.
I would argue that's true, yes. There's no good way to shoot Asmo. Only bad ways. Don't shoot
Asmo. You have Thirsting Blade, right? As your thing.
Yes,
Crescendo is your weapon. So yeah, then yes, you do get
Yeah.
your extra attack with Crescendo.
All right. 1 more with crescendo. 25.
And like that, he swings it back, and you get another cut across the other cheek. He just straight up Zorro's you.
I pull out Requiem, I point it towards his face, pull the trigger, bam! It's
Click.
not loaded.
Yeah, you don't load it. Click. Asmo, you're taken aback for a moment as Wolfgang has opened this up. You have taken 2 damage.
Well, gosh, I am peeved.
Gosh, so peeved.
I'm so peeved. Is it my turn?
It is now Asmo's turn, unless Wolfgang, you care to move.
I think I'm good.
Some of the Goliath are actually intrigued by what's going on over there and have kind of like stopped. One of them that was getting his gut punched while flexing, looks over and gets a swift punch to the gut and crumples to the ground. Whoa!
That's how Houdini died. Someone tell the orc that. That's how Houdini died.
The Goliath. All right, Asmo, you're up.
Asmo, Dark Souls rolls to the left and comes right at Wolfgang from Wolfgang's right with Kabuto at 12.
That misses.
Wolfgang was ready for this. He like flourishes his coat, and basically you think you get him, but nope, you're only stabbing coat and air.
Really? That you threw out? Did you throw your coat at Asmo? Is that what you did, Connor?
He flapped it.
How dare you? Because Asmo stops, pivots on his hand, and doesn't go for a stab, but instead extends out his neck for a bite attack. 17.
That hits.
I got you by the wrist.
Wolfgang, you take 1 damage from an like Asmo. You've retracted your fangs, but the sheer pressure of your bite, like Wolfgang, your wrist is going to bruise.
I will be mindful of your surroundings.
He's saying while he's maintaining a grip. And while you're not noticing, he's going to go for another Kabuto swing. 11.
I will say this.
That also misses.
Yeah, also, the bite does not count as an offhand attack.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
I don't think I would count it as such, because it is like, the bite is...
It's a bonus action, I believe.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Well, then
well, if it is a bonus action, then it's still...
Blizzard, folks.
Yeah, if it is a bonus action, then then it is an offhand attack. Never mind. But yeah, the second Kabuto attack misses.
All right, there you go. That is... Oh, poor old Asmo's turn.
Yeah, Asmo, you've just barely woken up, and you were just swinging that chain around for like 15 minutes. All right, Wolfgang, that means, I mean, unless T-Wig, you want to be a part of this in any capacity.
I would actually I'd like to, like, sneak away at this point. I want to go look for something.
All right.
They're fighting, because I'm like, heck this.
We'll catch up with you in a second, then.
Yeah, no
All right,
worries.
Wolfgang,
I just
you're
turn
up.
around and leave. I'm just like, eh.
I'm gonna say the first to 5 strikes is going to win this duel. So far, it's 2-1.
Well, he'll sort of shake his wrist and shove Asmo off of him with an elbow, and on the upswing, he'll hit him with crescendo. 11.
This time, Asmo is ready for it and swings his head back as the blade misses his side.
Gonna lunge forward with a thrust. 27.
Ooh.
And that catches him as you get him like just beneath the arm. You kind of cut the side of his bicep. Knowing that if you wanted to, you could have like gone for the inner armpit, try to go for a bit more blood and damage, but this is a friendly bout where you're just hacking up your friend. All right,
Yeah,
3-1.
Can I negotiate something with you?
Nick?
Gunslinger says I don't have to fire my gun. It just says I can attack with it as a bonus action.
Pistol whip?
And you gave me a pistol whip.
That's fair. All right, if you want to try to pistol whip with your offhand, I will allow it.
Yeah, I'll just flip around Requiem in my hand and go for him with the handle. 21.
Asmo, does that hit you? Or does Defensive Duelist block that?
Defensive Duelist blocks that. Add your proficiency bonus to your AC. My proficiency bonus is 4.
All right, so as Asmo brings up his gauntleted wrist with the blaster knuckle, it clangs the
clang, with the
it
trolley.
clangs Requiem out of the way. All right, Asmo, you're up.
19 Kabuto slash.
That hits.
All right, they don't the damage.
Asmo going for real blood here.
Asmo, stop! You're striking me! You're striking me!
Yeah, he brings
No, call me Uncle
Kabuto.
Fuck.
He brings Kabuto in, kind of pokes you directly in the chest, and you get like this searing cold sensation of frostbite throughout your chestal area, taking additional damage. All right, 2 to 3.
Cold-blooded right, or maybe the hot-blooded left.
Asmo goes with Fire Ant. 15.
That misses.
Oh no.
Wolfgang dodges backwards.
Asmo. Now you told me that Kabuto has an extra ability, right?
It does. You can use it as a ranged weapon, provided that you can match a acrobatics check of 10 plus.
Because for flavor,
10 plus range.
For flavor, Asmo would like to do a backflip and throw it halfway through the backflip.
All right, a 10-foot attack then.
Yeah. What do I roll for that?
Go ahead and you should be able to look at the ability from your. If you just look at the weapon, it should be. All you have to do is make an acrobatics roll, basically.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm just looking at the more hardcore details of it. Can be thrown, returned to user with a DC distance thrown.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to open it up myself.
Ah, well, I would like to re-roll that definitely.
Yeah. Don't take my roll, for example.
Wallace facing there.
All right,
sorry.
So yeah, you need to match an acrobatics throw of 10, basically. So go ahead and roll to attack first.
Missed.
It's going to miss, but see if you. Yeah, but go ahead and roll your acrobatics to see if the blade will return to you.
14.
The blade will return to you as you throw it out there. Wolfgang, you're taken kind of by surprise as Asmo squeezes the grip of Kabuto. The blade separates into more of like a boomerang-like fashion, and he throws it at you like a chakram. As it circles through the air, you manage to duck your head out of the way as it spins back, and Asmo catches it in his hand again.
Oh, closey.
Wolfgang will push the brim of his hat up just above his eyes a little bit, a flash of white in his eyes, and he'll rush forward again with crescendo. Natural 1.
Oh.
This time, as you're coming in, Asmo sees you coming and ducks beneath and pops, like, kind of cracks your arm to the side, knocking crescendo out of your hand.
Ah!
Oh no, not your weapon! Oh, whatever will the handsome Wolfgang Connolly do in this moment?
He'll crack him over the head with pistol whip.
All right.
14. Doesn't hit.
No.
Asmo's just a little too ready for you this time. You've got them all warmed up now.
I would then like to back away.
You take an adjustment step.
Yeah. Try to get crescendo back into my hand if at all possible.
I mean, it's your bound weapon, so you can summon it back to your hand.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, Asmo.
This fight's going on much longer than Asmo was intending it to, but here you go. Asmo just bum rushes a flustered Wolfgang. And he's got Kabuto on his right and swings with a 23.
Yeah, that hits it.
Fire out with his left, 15.
That misses.
And Kabuto with his right again, 18.
That hits.
All right, I think that sets you.
I've taken
at
4
5.
damage.
Oh, 4. That's 4. That's 4 hits.
I think I've also taken 4 hits, so...
All right, so the next
God.
next successful hit takes this.
All right,
no.
here we go. Swings forward with crescendo. 12.
Oh!
No.
And is parried by Kabuto.
Blows his hair out of his eyes.
Should be
Goes forwards again. 15.
Crossed down by Fire Ant. Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
Asmo just dips under it and goes,
You should be aiming where I'm going, not where I am.
Where you're going is to the loser's box. And I'll pistol whip. Natural 1.
Oh.
Can I headbutt him in the groin? Can I headbutt him in the groin?
I will allow for an opportunity attack on that natural 1.
You cut out, Nick, on my end.
I said I'll allow for an opportunity attack on that natural 1. Go ahead, try
yes,
to headbutt him in the groin.
I would like to. What do I roll for a headbutt to the groin?
That would be just it would essentially be your bite attack, but you know, well,
Oh no. Boy, this is awkward.
10.
That
you do
misses.
miss his groin.
Oh.
What the? Knock that off! Ah! There are people watching.
Okay, I'd like to do a float. What do I roll for a float over DDT? I feel like it's the right time for it.
I guess that would be a grapple check.
No, don't, Nick, don't. No, that's to make Nadine go, I'm leaving this campaign. I just like no more wrestling.
I'm shaking my head at this fight right now, just going, oh my god.
All right, Asmo, it is now your round.
I have 2 attacks, right?
You have 3 attacks because that was an opportunity attack.
I want to low kick him.
That would be an unarmed attack, which is essentially your bite again.
I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna sweep the leg. 12.
You miss.
That misses.
No.
What the
How is
hell?
this possible? How is
Wolfgang
this?
jumps over it.
My God, he does. Well, then with fire, I stab at the. 16.
That is my armor class.
And with that, Asmo, you bring Fire Ant in. You get it just up to his neck. Wolfgang, you can feel the heat of it kind of singeing you for one last point of damage as Asmo deactivates it.
Oh.
Bringing to a close a significantly closer fight than either of you were expecting.
Oh my god, that was.
That's good to shake off the cobwebs. That's good to get the cobwebs off.
All joking aside, I'm glad we got those bad rolls out of our system.
Just
Let's
sort of grabs Asmo's wrist and slowly lowers it to his side. Good fight. Did better against you than the last time we fought.
As you look over, as you begin to recognize your surroundings, first thing you notice is T-Wig is no longer there. They've wandered off. Meanwhile, everybody else in the training hall has actually kind of gathered in this fight circle around you, and Harper actually starts clapping.
Well, that was beautiful. I'm glad we aren't fighting you in the first round.
Yeah, you like that? You should see how I make love.
I'd rather not. I'll
Make it weird, Asmo.
Meanwhile, the large orc chiefess walks up behind you, slams this massive catcher's mitt of a glove down on your shoulder.
On Wolfgang or Asmo?
You. Yeah, after you said that.
How
You'd make
far?
she looks, as you look up, this woman, she's like 7 feet tall, towering over you, looking down at you. She says,
You'd make a fine concubine.
Wolfgang leaves.
And when
you make good snoo.
When you put the hand on Asmo, I'm like, I wanted to ask, how many inches into the ground does Asmo go?
you do feel it feels like you get 20 pounds heavier just with the hand lightly resting on you.
I'm just getting Planet of the Large Woman vibes so hard right now, and
very much so.
Asmo starts sweating,
towering over you.
Snakes can't sweat, but Asmo starts sweating.
She grins at you. She has these very robust tusks from the bottom of her jaw as she just gives this very wide grin.
You're a strong fighter.
Kind of pats you on the back.
No wonder you're known as the God Slayer.
Ooh, is that catching on?
Harper's told much about what you did for us.
Yeah, well, for what it's worth, as much as I love personal accomplishments, truly was a team effort. And that team, I'm rolling into this tournament with them, so...
Well, come tomorrow, you won't be the only God Slayer, let's put it that way.
And the guy we put down wasn't really a god anyways, more of a fraud.
Don't undersell yourself. The world would do that enough for you.
That is very much true. Where did all my friends go, though? They're all gone.
Yeah, Wolfgang has just ditched you.
Where are they? Thank you, man.
Best of luck in your fight tonight. We'll be in the crowd.
You know who we're fighting?
All I know is it's the trial of shadows, and if past generations are to be believed, I believe you're up against the Black and White Ones team.
Asmo just smiles.
Yeah. Forgive me, my mouth is watering at the prospect.
That's a good attitude to have. We'll see you in the finals.
And as she's glancing over you, she finally notices, oh, you got my chain.
Oh, this little thing?
Yeah. I left your big friend all tied up with her.
Oh, yes, you did. And, I gotta say, this, craftsmanship is fantastic. But why does a lady as strong as powerful as you need a ranged weapon?
She smiles. She gives you like this very big side grin.
It's best not to reveal all one's secrets in one go. Neat little trick you got there with that spinny icicle thing.
Oh, thank you so much. And hey, I actually got an idea
idea
for
for it. Asmo starts slowly backing out with it in his hand.
How about in the final round, you take it from me?
Asmo says kissy facing and then walks out.
What you can hear between Harper and her
You're right. I do like him.
as you're walking away.
Asmo's just running as fast as possible. Oh, play it smooth, play it smooth, play it smooth. Run. She will kill you. She will kill you. You have stolen her goods, and she will kill you.
Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah,
All right, T-Wig, where did you sneak off to?
You said this place was made with bones, right?
Yes.
Can I find Ankylosaurus bones anywhere?
Oh my god.
Go ahead and give me a nature check as you were checking throughout like this area of carved bone.
All right. 14.
Best as you can tell, all of these bones seem to come from a similar creature, but they are not a beast.
Okay. Could I find killer whale bones?
Probably not.
Probably not. All right.
Unfortunately, I'll let you make an additional nature check as you're trying to derive exactly what these bones are.
Sorry, you just cut it out a bunch for me. Could you repeat?
Sorry about that. Go ahead and make an additional nature check as you're attempting to derive exactly what these bones are.
Oh, you just cut it exactly the same spot again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Make a nature check as
Nature
you...
check. Just roll another nature check. You're trying to figure out what these are.
17. It's better.
As you glance around the area, looking at various bones, the best that you can tell is these are giant humanoid bones.
Oh.
And they don't all appear to be from the same creature.
Oh boy. Okay. Gonna slot that one in the memory bank. Alright. That's all I really wanted to do. I'll head back towards the training area, but I'll probably run into Wolfgang and Asmo, I'm assuming, on my way back.
Yeah, they you managed to run into them fairly. You find Wolfgang first, who left the area while Asmo was conversing with the orcs.
You see Asmo kind of running towards you later.
There you are.
Wolfgang.
What were you doing? Why'd you leave?
Looking for bones.
Just looks around at all the walls. Did you find them?
No.
Asmo runs in up the hallway and slides in. I got her there. She was trying to bone me.
Speaking
What?
of.
This is where you cut. This is where you scene cut. Cut now. Cut now, Nick.
Okay, Shadow is currently looking at a book.
I'm kidding.
Woo! Thrilling.
He's reading a porn.
Licks a finger, turns page. Huh.
Turn the page,
Kinda
wash your
interesting.
hands.
Turn the page, wash your hands. Then you turn a page, then you wash your hands.
I don't know what that's from.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Ah.
All right. So, Wolfgang, we have been to the training ground. Asmo, where would you like to go?
Well, Asmo's just seeing. Actually, Asmo was gonna ask.
You're trying to find bones, T-Wig?
Uh-huh.
Well, is it for your like transformation thingy thingamajig you do?
Yeah.
I mean, like I figured you met most creatures by now, right? So like,
Well, there's some old creatures that haven't been around for a really long time. You know how I turned you into that big dragon-looking thing?
yes, it was strange, like the cousin of dragons. We will call it Big Head Dragon.
I like it. There was more of those types of creatures. I read the book on them in Wolfgang's library.
What?
It was mostly just pictures. Yeah.
Sure, the gods didn't just put them there to test us.
I don't know. But either way, it'd be nice to find some more of them so that way I could maybe myself turn into one. But I figured if a place has a bunch of bones, it would be this place. But unfortunately not. It's people bones, so oh well.
Yeah, it is uncomfortable when you really think about this place. Just all people. Yeah. Eerie. All lightheartedness aside. Tonight I'm feeling a little bit nervous. But I heard last night that a certain wandering weasel is here. Which shouldn't shock either of you, right?
Fleetfoot?
Possibly. At least the wandering weasel's here, so I think I'm gonna go have a pre-match drink. And besides, we might find out what's gonna happen with that first round. I try and ask it around. Everyone's mum's the word on this trial of the shadow, and I, for one, want any advantage. So let's see who's drinking too much during the day.
That's where I would like to go. I would like to go to the Sweet Dragon's location.
Sweet
Wait,
dragon.
what?
You mean the wandering
Well,
weasel. Don't get
We
your
have to wait
wandering
until
weasel.
Wednesday to do that.
No, Nick, I want to go to the Sweet Dragon.
Well,
I want to go
that's-
there.
I don't think these worlds are
I
connected.
open a portal. I roll
You
for
don't
it.
have that ability.
I roll for it.
Daka,
Hey,
we
guys,
need
can
at
I
least
play
2
too?
levels before I can plane shift us to Alavast.
Asma would like to go to the Sweet. Oh my God! Let's go to the Wandering Weasel.
Curtis,
All right.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I'm sorry, Nadine.
Oh,
I'm sorry. There's
God.
2 taverns, and one of them we spend all our time in. The other...
No, I get it. It's fine.
Nick!
No, it's fine. I understand.
Nick, I swear.
It's fine.
You better
Maybe it's not
wander.
open.
Oh my God! You know what?
I am shaking my head right now. Just like, can't believe.
You can't believe that I would get 2 names confused.
You know, that's fair, because I do that too.
Yeah.
All right. So
No,
You make
the night before. Did I actually find where that was? Did I walk past it?
you did, but it was closed when you walked by. Like the door was locked and everything.
Yeah.
So you know where to look.
I start heading that way.
Yeah, you wander. You're on the right side of the arena, and you start wandering upstairs till you get to the main level that would eventually lead up towards the bowl of the arena. And this place is just packed with spectators. There's a few orcs here and there. It's a majority of it is just Goliaths galore. And as you open the door into the Wandering Weasel, it is packed. Like, there is standing room only. Like, the invisible serpents are wandering around just at full bore trying to get everything done. Pip is red in the face behind the bar, shaking drinks, pouring them, running to the next one.
The entire bar, everyone's just leaning against it with cash out, waiting for the bartender to come take it.
Basically, they're all just like sitting there, coin in hand. Oh, hurry up! We gotta stop going here! Lush is, like, as you are going in, Lush is currently lifting up somebody by the nape of their neck and walking out. Oh, hey, how's it going? Excuse me. She kind of shoves you aside and hucks, like, just yeets him out the door. Ah!
Hey, Lush, how's it going? You ready for the tournament today?
I'm ready to close for tonight, if that's what you're asking, yes. She starts walking back very surly as you hear another glass break. Mother! She starts rolling up, like, starts to act like she's rolling up a sleeve, starts flexing and walks over to this group that's starting a fight at a table.
She starts exuding why Iota energy.
Basically, entire why Iota energy as she walks over. You see her grab, like, this one guy's holding one guy by the shirt and just, like, pulling up as if he's about to punch him in the face. Grabs him by his opposite wrist, starts to judo flip him, which flips the other guy that he's holding at the same time, slams them both on the ground, starts dragging him by the wrist. None of that in here! Out! Yeets them out at the same time. Good luck. She looks at you, just kind of exasperated, and walks back in.
Oh my god. Okay, we gotta find someone who might know. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go find out more about this first round. I'm gonna go find me someone who's drank a bit too much and has a looser tongue than me. Blah, blah, blah.
Alright, perception check.
23.
Nice.
You can see there's actually a very familiar face of a Goliath that you have recently bribed, who appears to have been sitting at the bar for a fairly long time. His face has a bit more color than the average Goliath because it is flushed with blood from having so much to drink.
Excellent. Because the blood has to go somewhere after the booze takes over, after the booze owns the liver.
Yeah, he's got a bit of blood in his alcohol stream, and it's all pooled in his cheeks and nose.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Asmo.
Whoa, you spending all your money tonight already?
I'm off shift. I don't need to do anything right now.
No,
Who are you to? Wait, you're the.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Hey.
Yep. Yes. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, hey, quick question, dude. Like, legit, this Trial of the Shadow thing, like, you can't have it in the middle of the day, so what's the deal with it?
No, it's at night, and was that what you were going up to the thing, the bowl for? You were looking.
No, I it's just, you see a powerful woman, you gotta be like, hello there, I'm a snake.
Powerful women, like that one's a prize.
He leans over to you, and his arm just like shakingly is pointing over at Lush, who is currently choking out another violent offender.
That's a woman.
Who doesn't like a woman who can kick their ass?
Right?
But tonight,
I want her to step on me.
Whoa.
Okay. You know what? Tell you what, you get me some information, I can maybe make that happen.
What?
And I think I can make that happen if you give me a little piece of information.
Persuasion with advantage.
You wait till you find out how this is gonna happen.
No, I don't care. He's intrigued.
16.
All right. You got him.
Got him.
What is it?
Well, no, I need you to know I need you to tell me what this Trial of the Shadows is. I need to know, man. I needs to know.
What about it? I know like little things, but I don't.
Well, you tell me the little things then, man.
Well, if you were going to like try to scope out where you were fighting, you went to the wrong arena.
Interesting. So it's not even in this arena.
Well, it's here, but it's not.
He points up. It's not. He points down.
It's that.
It's down.
Yeah, it's the pit.
The pit? Is there a pit under this place?
It's the fighting ring for the shadows. It's where he likes to put them. They look creepier.
How big are they?
I don't know. Like I've only seen one, and I was a kid then.
That's
and
scary.
it was cool. It was my dad brought me, and they brought out these big multi-armed skeleton-looking things, and there's flesh, but they were like oozy, and I don't know. Apparently, he brings different shit every time.
Now, is it one team, or is it a group of teams fighting against this?
Well, usually he sicks them all. Like, it depends on stuff. I mean, they change the rules every year, you know.
Okay, well, that's really interesting information.
Every tournament, not year.
Yeah. Well, that is information that is useful to me. Thank you so much, my inebriated guard. Now, I promised you that she would walk on you, right?
Yeah.
Step on you? Okay. First, I'll stand up real fast here.
Okay.
Asmo pulls up a chair.
All right, here we go. All right.
He's kind of wobbling on his feet.
All right.
Don't touch my drink, asshole! Asmo punches him right in the face.
Okay, roll
I want to knock
hit.
him out. Just like, I'm going right for underneath the jugular by the ear.
All right, roll the hit.
Alrighty, do I just roll bite?
Sure, it's an unarmed attack.
13!
He certainly wasn't ready for it, and he's unarmored, so crap! Hey, what the? And he takes a beer bottle and he starts to swing it down at you. Misses, but shatters it on the bar. Lush yells out, "Hey!" Starts running.
Oh my god! Quick! Asmo wants to trip him.
Trip him?
Yeah, I want to get him on the ground.
All right, go ahead and I'll grapple check for the trip.
Strength check? So...
Yes. Athletics, technically.
Oh, athletics? Thank God,
Yeah.
that's much higher. Yeah, 13.
He's drunk, so maybe.
He starts to teeter a bit, but you don't quite get him. Meanwhile, Lush jumps into a giant dynamic entry and boots him right in the chest. And boom! He's down on the ground under her feet. And he's like, "Ah! Oh, thank God."
Asmo just does the one finger salute and winks and walks away.
Thanks, Lush.
He waves back at you. Yeah, stay out of goddamn trouble.
Hey.
She grabs him by the chest and lifts him up. Oh! Starts dragging him out of the bar.
You can get that guy to do any. By the way, no joke. That guy right there. You take care of him, Lush.
I will. And she walks past you. She walks past T-Wig and Wolfgang again. Hello. Yeets him out the door. Up! Cracks against the wall.
I love
Passes out.
Oh, he
Hi.
horny.
And yeah. Do Wolfgang or T-Wig want anything to do here?
Asmo goes over
Oh,
to T-Wig
I'm good.
and Wolfgang real fast and just says,
So that little show you got, I got some information about the Trial of Shadows. There's a pit below the arena, and there's some scary things down there. So that might actually be what the trial is.
I'm gonna say you guys start talking about this as you wander out, realizing that the Wandering Weasel is just a little too crowded to do much of anything right now.
Yeah.
All right, and T-Wig, you looked for bones. Was there anything else that you wanted to do in this time, or?
Look for more bones, but if there's no bones, then I'm sad.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like there are bones of exotic creatures here, from what you can
unfortunately,
see.
Bones is on Amazon Prime.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's true.
So with that, you guys return to your room and prepare for the evening. And as time passes, Dogad shows back up. You comes to knock on the door. You knocks on the door. They're ready for you now. In this time, I'd say that Wolfgang Asmo, you had enough of a short rest to regain all of your HP.
Sweet.
Yay.
So you don't have to go in damaged. You are led down the corridors of this arena by you, who is then flanked by 3 other drow. You kind of bids you adieu. This is where we'll part. I have to go join the master. And he kind of
tell
bows
him
at
I
you.
say hello.
I will, and I will let him know. And you guys go down another set of stairs and start going down a very straight hallway that appears to lead straight towards the middle of this building. At the end of this hall, you see a very dim light, kind of a circle at the center of this dirt floor. And as you get closer and closer, you start to recognize shapes in this fairly dim and dark room. Those with night vision are able to assess it a lot quicker as the drow step up to this latticed gate. and it begins to latch open up, revealing in front of you a circular arena as this crowd in the stands begins to cheer at your arrival.
Oh boy.
The arena itself seems to be lined with spike-like spears.
It's the one survivor.
It is. He's sitting up there just kind of holding on to a very, he's holding on to what appeared to have at one point been a popsicle that has melted into nothing as he's just licking the stick.
He made it.
He made it. He's all alone, but he's here.
You are greeted by a roar of applause as you step out towards the center, Dogud having to duck under to get in, as the God of War and Solomon stand on a circular dais ahead of you. Welcome to the trial of... Welcome to round 3, motherfuck! And here is where we will take a break. Hey guys, Lani here. If you're liking what you're watching, feel free to hit that subscribe button and that like button. It really helps me feel the love for this series. And if you want to catch us live, feel free to hit us up on twitch.tv/Lanipator Mondays at 5 o'clock Central Time. Thanks for rolling with me. Now let's get back to the action. Seriously, let me get a word in edgewise. God, this is my goddamn round. Normally I'm on last.
Oh, what's the matter, little bro? Can't take it?
Just shut up for a second, okay? Ahem! Welcome to the Trial of Shadows. As you know, or as I'm sure you've been told, looks back towards you, who just sort of nods.
I'm gonna, like a kid who's on stage, I'm gonna like wave, like, hi mom, but it's like you, I'm like, it's my friend!
You slowly brings up his hand as Solomon looks back to him, he darts it back down. Every tournament, there is a new set of rules that bind every round. This year, the rule for this round will be a condition for a condition.
Wait a second.
Your team captain, send them forward, whichever one you are.
Asmo slaps Wolfgang on the butt.
I look at Wolfgang too.
Wolfgang steps forward. Just got his hands to the side and he looks up.
Of course it would be you, Bright Eyes. He kind of glowers down at you. So here's how this is going to work. You can either choose the condition for how the matches are won, or you can determine how they're going to be played out. For example, you could decide that it'll be a gauntlet match where somebody has to lose before the next person goes in, etc., etc. Or you can determine what the win condition is. Make your choice wisely, because I get to choose the other one.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh. Okay. All right. Okay.
Can I turn around and consult my team?
Are you asking?
I'll just turn around slightly and look at everybody to try and see what they're thinking.
Asmo's giving you baseball plays.
Just doing hand signals.
If we don't choose the win condition, he's going to make it impossible for us to win.
I heard what you said. And there's no way I can make it impossible. That's the one rule. I can't make it impossible for you to win.
But if he sets like the win condition, it could be something crazy like you have to like kill your friend.
I'd say pick the win condition, Wolfgang.
I agree. We'll choose the win condition.
Okay, what is it?
Oh shit, we didn't think that far.
Submission or death?
Submit or die. All right. Then this match will be split into two teams. You can divide your people as much as you want, but each team will have to fight one of my creations. It has been chosen, and it has been agreed. Let the trial of shadows under the watchful eye of my mother. As he looks up into the sky, you can look up into the grate. The moon is in full form over the grate, the crater at its very center, the eye of the moon staring straight down into the pit. Let the combat begin. Choose your first team.
So just split into 2 teams, and there's 5 of us.
Yep.
Okay.
Can I go above game and say what I think we should do? We can role play it out.
I think that's what we're doing.
Asmo just turns immediately to T-Wig.
Stay with Dogan.
But my healing.
I know, Dogan might need it. Wolfgang and Denier.
I have a moderate amount of healing.
Okay.
The simple point is here, you gotta look at Dogan like 2 guys. So Dogan and 1 other. So you gotta think who should go with Dogan. I mean, Denier or you. Or you,
Okay.
T-Wig.
I
It's the
got
only-
it. I'll stay with Dogan.
Yeah, we all in agreement on that. Anyone else got any other ideas? I mean, I'm just pitching what makes sense off the top of my head right now.
I ain't gonna argue. You lot seems to know a lot more about this than I does.
Yo, that's just acting half the time.
I think we can agree on that. But
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
T-Wig, what do you think? Are you sure you'll be all right?
I'll be okay. I'm just worried about you guys.
We'll be fine. You don't have to worry about us.
Okay.
After all, it's just us 3 again. Feels like old times.
No, it's fine. I prefer loneliness.
I just walk away.
Dogan starts
You're
following you. Dogan starts following you. I guess I don't talk that much. It's fair.
You're
All
with
right.
a big friend.
All right, so I'm just going to set you guys out here in the shadow. Dogan's head's going to be
All right.
sticking out down there. Ignore him.
Boy.
Well, since it's you lot, I've got a special surprise I've been waiting to put out for you. Solomon's eyes begin to exude this foreboding darkness as a shadow begins to appear at the very center of the arena. The shadow grows as this gangly, sickly white arm reaches up out of it and starts pulling itself to the surface, followed by another arm. Another arm of a different shape and size reaches it as it begins pulling itself, almost like quicksand, out of this sickly, gross tar-like shadow. These gelatinous forms of human beings begin moaning in agony as they all seem to be attached by this weird, sickly form, arms wiggling in all directions, just trying to escape this horrific pain. What sits before you is a monstrous mound of bodies and flesh covered in a viscous slime. Behold, a creature created just for you. I give you the Birchwood! Roll initiative.
Thanks, I hate it.
10.
7.
Asmo, what's his initiative? Oh, 12. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
right.
The gods have abandoned. The gods have abandoned us!
I've been waiting to finally get this guy back in order. You roll him out. Okay. Followed by Asmo, followed by Demir, followed by Wolfgang. The Birchwood begins to shamble towards you. Wolfgang, it crumbles up before you, and A pair of arms sweeps out to grab you. It's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right, let me
Oh no! it's
rolls
10.
the damage.
Oh no!
That is 11 points of damage as the first set of claws grabs you and starts to try to rend your flesh from your arm. To do another set shoots out from its body. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
That's 7 points of damage as this other set grabs you. Double check. Alright. Denier. A very long set of arms lunges out toward you, slapping down towards the ground in this big hammer fist-like motion. That is a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. Oof. 16 points of damage as this thundering blow cracks into your arcane ward.
Arcane Ward is not up. I have not casted.
Well, then you are smacked across the face by this hammer blow.
Yep.
Oof. I think this is actually the first bit of damage you've taken in combat.
Yep, because I didn't have the opportunity. I didn't know if casting magic would be useful, or if I would be allowed to cast a spell before coming in, so I didn't cast mage armor.
As you push yourself up from the dirt after getting slammed in, you see these old, sad eyes staring at you. The eyes of old Barnsey reaching out towards you with this gangly arm. Asmo, a similar situation happens on your side as these two arms come whipping around the side, trying to hit you in the, trying to crack you in the ribs. That is a 19 to hit.
Kurt?
You going for Asmo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, you cut out on my end. I apologize.
Yeah, 19
13
to
does
hit.
not hit. A 19 to hit. Well, Asmo, for his reaction, defensive duelist activates it.
All right.
Only can pop that bad boy once, though.
That is the Birchwood's turn. We are now up to Asmo.
Asmo immediately. Asmo is going to. Yep. Asmo rolls over here, and then rolls over here, and rolls up behind the Birchwood mass.
All right. As you're rolling behind it, trying to find a spot where it does not have vision, there are eyes and mouths gaping at you from every side.
Okay.
This thing
Fair enough.
cannot be flanked.
All right, that's fine. At least we can just change its direction, though.
Yep.
Asmo is going to activate. I'm going to activate Fighting Spirit.
All
It's
right.
actually your turn. You can give yourself advantage on all weapons attacks. So I lower my attacks to 2, though. I only have 2 attacks now.
Yep, unless you wanted to burn your other ability at the same time.
No, I'm going to save that one.
right.
Asmo swings down with Kabuto, and that is a 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits this baby.
8 plus 4, 12.
All right, as you stab this thing in there, you're trying to stab, like, in between these creatures, trying to, like, get in at its center mass. A bunch of this viscous ooze freezes and snaps. You can hear the creature kind of shudder. But as you do that, another form pops off its body. You've done damage to it, but one of the creatures slides free from this beast and begins to shamble itself back onto its feet. Let me mark down its health there.
Ew. Not a fan of him.
All right, that was your first attack.
Oh, ignore that.
I shall.
But you know what? Asmo is gonna fire. He's gonna activate the fire version of fire and stab at the creature that just slid out.
All right.
And 24.
Yep, simple enough to hit.
9 fire damage.
All right.
Stab it right in its eye.
Yeah, you stab it square in its face, and this creature begins to burn to cinders almost immediately. It starts to, like, flail out at you. It's not dead, but it is definitely on its last
Okay.
legs.
Can I do a perception check to see if it seems to be fire seems to be the thing that's working against it? Would that take an action?
I'm gonna say that after using your bonus action and all of this stuff to get here, that
Okay.
you just judge by your own
More than fair.
Yeah. Denier, you're up.
All right, I'm going to cast Mage Armor, and I am going to pull back.
All right. Gets an attack of opportunity as you leave its space.
All right.
That is a 27 to hit.
That's going to hit.
All right. As another arm comes swipping out to the side to hit you across the ribs. That is going to be 12 points of damage.
Arcane Ward blocks it.
Yeah, it's met by the crackling field of the arcane ward and judders back.
Free action. This thing's got a long reach. Watch out.
Hmm.
And my turn.
All right. And Wolfgang. Wolfgang,
Connor?
you're muted.
Fuck.
All right, there you go.
Wolfgang looks at this huge tower of clamoring bodies, and he just shakes his head and he says, "I'm sorry we couldn't save you." He's going to. He's going to back away. So actually, you know what? If I go 10 feet out of it, I'm still in its threat radius, so I won't get an opportunity attack, correct?
Yeah, if you're within 10 feet, it won't get an opportunity attack. It has also used its reaction.
It's already burned
Okay.
its reaction.
Yeah. Oh, right. In that case, I will sort of slide a little bit further away.
Right, up against the spikes.
I will point crescendo towards the sky, and from that little sunroof where the grid is in the middle of the screen, the moonlight is slowly being overtaken by a huge gout of sunlight. It's getting brighter and brighter, and all of a sudden, this huge column of fire slams into this thing with holy fire as I cast Flame Strike.
All right.
Dude!
What does it need to make?
A dexterity saving throw.
Not one of its best traits, I will say that.
It's a big blobbo boy.
All right. But it might have made it anyway. Even with its negatives, that is an 18. Or, I'm sorry, that is a 17. 17 is what it made.
He does take it. He does make it, so he takes half of this. He takes 4d6 fire damage and 4d6 radiant damage.
Yowza.
So that's 15 fire damage and 6 radiant damage. I rolled 3 ones.
Oh.
Well, it does not seem to be having a great day, however, as this... what is the area, by the way? Is it just where
10
that creature is?
10 feet.
Okay,
10
so it's
foot
just the creature. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so a massive pillar of fire just boom fires down like a fucking Death Star beam from the great above. And as this creature wails and screams and rolls and writhes, it does not like it seems to almost have been diminished by a decent amount, but as it does that, 3 more creatures shamble up from the wreckage. Let me mark down the health that it took. All right. 160. All right.
And I will burn 3 uses of healing light on myself as a bonus action. So I heal for 3d6.
I always imagine you rubbing your tummy. Like
9.
Wolfgang.
And that's my turn.
All right. The Birchwood once again begins shambling towards you. Asma, you may take an opportunity attack on it if you wish.
Hello?
Does
Asmo,
Asmo get
you
an
ma-
opportunity attack?
Yes.
He used his parry though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I already
yeah.
used my parry.
Right,
I don't
right.
get to.
Yeah.
All right. So Wolfgang, this thing shambles back towards you, and it's going to attempt to grapple you.
Wait, you used your parry before your turn.
Oh, that's right, actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So go ahead. You may use your reaction on this thing if you wish, Asmo.
Oh, fire ant. Eh!
13 is just going to miss, unfortunately.
Alas.
All right, Wolfgang, go ahead and give me a acrobatics or athletics of your choosing.
I will go for acrobatics. 13?
Versus an 18, you are now considered grappled, and you are being pulled into its form.
Fuck.
Yeah, you are now inside the Birchwood as you are being clawed over and groped, and it feels slimy and uncomfortable.
Oh, I don't
Now-
like it.
Now you're in a real meat house.
Yeah, welcome to the meat house.
The real
Asmo, the zombies begin to swarm around you.
Ah, no! Ah, beans.
All right, zombie number 1. The one that's burnt to a crisp does a... Hold on, let me take a look again at their attacks. They're not particularly strong little boys, but 19 to hit.
It's exactly my armor hit.
All right. You take 3 points of damage as it slams a fist into your face. Zombie number 2, the one above you. A 14 will not hit as you're just trying to like push these things off you as they're swarming you. Zombie boy behind you who gets flanking, but still only rolls a 7, so that will not hit you. And zombie 4, the one beneath you, rolls a natural 1 and falls to the ground and has to like pick up his own arm.
Well, okay. That could have been way worse.
Yes. Zombies are not particularly tricky. It's just the fact that there are a lot of them. Here, let me mark
no,
these.
Just big old dum-dums.
All right. Speaking of which, Asmo, I believe it is now your turn.
Well, Asmo, surrounded by people, Asmo is social anxiety starts kicking up here because Asmo activates. No, not second wind. Sorry, ignore that.
Ignoring.
Action surge.
Push yourself beyond normal limits, taking 2 additional actions.
Alrighty, the red one.
Or take 1 additional action plus bonus, whatever. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead and slice at the red boy.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go for the orange one first, the one behind Asmo.
All right.
Asmo swings with Kabuto. The orange one, 24.
24 will hit.
6 plus 2.
All right, as you slash at this boy with Kabuto, you manage to freeze a chunk of his face and kind of pop it off, but it's still moving.
Oh, it is? All right, Asmo's going to go for the one in red with Kabuto. Fire. 11.
Zombie.
Zombies
That hits.
don't have a- Yeah, they
Oh,
don't have
thank
high
God.
AC. Yeah, they're pretty low AC.
7 fire damage.
You stab it square in the face. The face burns and it turns to ash. That zombie is now Kaputski. You have put this man to rest.
Asmo sees the one in blue, the zombie in blue to his south. So Asmo, with that momentum, swings with Kabuto at 14.
Also hits.
8 plus 2, 10 points of damage.
All right. You strike him square in the ribs, freeze up that whole area, and it seems to crumple in on itself as the skin dissolves away. But the zombie is still upright and attempting to touch your face, just brush you gently.
Now, since I use action surge, can I use one of my many attacks, one of my many actions to do a disengage action?
The second attack action you took is your extra action. You do get one more. You do get one more attack from your
Regular.
secondary weapon, though.
Okay, so I've attacked 3 times, so I have 5 attacks when I do this. So do I need to sacrifice one of my attacks to be able to disengage?
You've already used your 2 attack actions is the problem.
Okay, well, no worries then. Well, Asmo in for a penny. Asmo turns to the orange one. Again, hits him with Kabuto. 20.
20 hits.
8 plus 3, 11.
All right, and this thing seems to be barely standing at all. This thing is almost entirely skeleton with no meat.
All right, I have.
But the meat part is just barely hanging in there.
I think that's it for attacks for me. I think I attacked 5 times.
1,
4. No, I got 1 more. I think actually. Do I? Oh my god, I have too many attacks.
Welcome to being a fighter.
Oh, a little bit here.
You take
yes,
one
hold on.
additional action on top of your... Yeah, because you get extra attack whenever you attack, so you do get this second attack.
Oh, I get 1 extra Kabuto.
Yeah,
okay.
you get one more. Yeah, you get one more attack.
1 more Fire Ant.
Yep.
Last one's gonna go for the orange one. 25.
Yeah, he's dead. He's gone. No matter, like, he had 1 health left.
Okay. Well, there you go. And and then I place 2 cards face down, ending my turn.
All right, Denier, your turn.
Okay, I would like to cast Banishment on the Birchwood. It
What's
needs
the
to be
range on Banish?
60 feet. It is
Okay.
currently 50 feet from me.
Oh my god. Oh no!
With Wolfgang inside. All right.
Well, here's the thing. If he's being grappled by it, I'm not sure if Wolfgang would be banished with it, since he's technically a secondary creature or not.
We'll
I'm counting
find
on
out.
the fact that it won't. It gets to make a charisma save. Even if it does, they're both incapacitated.
All right.
So that saves some damage for Wolfgang.
You attempt to send 1 creature you can see within range.
Yeah.
It gets a 18.
It saves.
All right, so a slight shimmer begins to crest over it, but it fades out as the creature continues to try to molest Wolfgang, for lack of a better word.
I don't like it.
You really don't. But before it rolls back up to its turn, you do have a chance to escape on your turn. Or attack it from within. Attacks made from within are at disadvantage, as you are currently bound within it, being hoisted upon by a bunch of disgusting limbs.
So is it pitch black? Can I not see anything in here?
With your dark vision, you can see a bunch of writhing limbs.
Okay, I can't see outside of it. That's the
Nope.
thing I was asking about. Oh God, what do I want to do here? Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna try to wiggle out of it.
All right. Acrobatics or athletics of your choosing.
Acrobatics, come on. 7.
22.
Oh.
Good. Looks like you're stuck in there for now. All right. At the start of the Birchwood's turn, unless you have a bonus action that you would like to attempt.
I don't think I can. I'll pop 1 use of healing light on myself just to see if I can top myself off before whatever happens.
All right.
Roll 1d6. 2. Good. Boop, boop.
All right. At the start of the Birchwood's turn, you are crunched and grabbed and ripped apart as best these creatures can from the inside. That is 16 points of damage.
Ow.
And it begins to drag you with it towards Denier. Gets about that far. And Denier, you have a number of limbs being flung at you right now. I'm going to go in order. A 12 is not going to hit you.
Nope.
Look back at its stats again. That is a 22.
Shields up. Raises my AC to 21 for the entire round. I will take the hit, but it gives me protection against the entirety of its attacks.
All right, so you take this first one. 9 plus 5. That is 14 points of damage.
Arcane Ward is still up.
All right, another slam comes down towards you. That's a nat 20.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. Not incredibly high rolls. Eight. That's 12. 17 points of damage again.
Okay. Arcane Ward cracks.
And let's see, that was 3 attacks. 1 more attack. That is 24.
That's a hit.
All right. That is another 7 points of damage.
Okie doke.
As just like, almost like the 100 Fist Bodhisattva, you were just like, slam, 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 slam! Just getting whipped at by this thing's limbs. Now it is the 3 zombies that are, or I'm sorry, the 2 zombies that are still up. I forgot to delete. All right. Zomboy number 1 has a 14 to hit, so that'll miss. Zomboy number 2 is a 17 to hit, who will also miss. All right, these boys aren't having a lot of luck. Asmo, you're up.
All right, Asmo is just going to Kabuto the one in blue to his left. 17.
Hits.
6 plus 4.
And he crumbles to the ground, just a pile of limbs.
And then Asmo turns over to the one in green, and hits him with a fire damage activated. 21.
Hits.
8 fire damage.
He starts burning up from the inside. He seems to be left with very little left keeping him up. But he's still there.
Oh, well, it's a shame. 24 from Kabuto.
And
one more
he's
slice.
Just pile of bones on the ground. It's just you 3 and that. Wait, where'd Wolfgang go?
Yeah, as Asmo would like to make as much noise as he can and try and get the creatures to do it. Hey!
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Hey! Hey, you! Asmo just make a noise.
Persuasion.
Persuasion, you say? 20!
Some of the limbs on its back start to take the initiative, actually start trying to drag it away from Denier.
Excellent.
Speaking of which, Denier, it is now your turn.
All right. I would like to cast Wall of Force.
Wall of Force.
So, I'm going to put a 10-foot panel in front of me, to my north, to my south. One diagonal panel starting at my right, going
if you
upward.
can use the drawing tool, I would use that, because you are doing something very specific.
Okay. One wall this way, one wall this way, one wall this way.
Okay.
One wall going up at an angle 10 feet in the air. One square platform. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which will put me 10 feet up. 6 will get me higher, 10 feet this way. That's 7. 8 will get me 10 feet higher this way, about 40 feet. 9.
So you're essentially creating a ramp out of this.
Yep. 9 will get me 10 feet up this way, about 50 feet up in the air, and a 10-foot column and a 10-foot platform about that way. I will use feline agility using my wall as a protection, and I will scurry myself up the ramp.
All right, so I'm just going to say that this is your final platform over here.
Yep. I am 50 feet in the air.
Oh, it's happening, but it sounds confusing.
All right. Denier is 50 feet up as he is...
I just Fortnite the crap out of this game.
Apparently. I did... You know what? I'm going to allow this even if this isn't technically how the spell is supposed to be used.
Hey,
I
have 10-foot panels.
I am not stopping you. I take yes for an answer. I am impressed. All right. Wolfgang! Still
Well,
dark in there.
Wolfgang is alone and scared. He's stopped hearing combat, so he doesn't know what his friends are doing. So he's going to do something a little reckless. I'm going to use 4 uses of my healing light to heal myself with my bonus action.
All right.
So I heal for 46. Good. 18.
This is about what you took.
Yeah. And I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Wall of Light again.
Oh.
Or not Wall of Light. Flame Strike again.
Centered on you.
Yes.
Oh my God! You
All right.
No one's helping me. I have to help myself.
That is true. Nobody's attacked.
I
the
was
Birchwood.
surrounded by zombies.
Yeah, that was very scary.
Zombies.
All right.
Very spooky.
Go
All right.
go ahead and make your. You know what? I'm just going to say it's centered on you, and you are trapped in this creature. Dexterity check with the disadvantage, if only because you have cover.
Okay. Dexterity save and throw. 10. That is not enough.
This thing also, however, fails. So it
Great.
got
They'll be
a
taking the-
it got a unnatural 1.
We're taking the full brunt of this then.
Yes, it will.
18 fire damage and 17 radiant damage.
All right. Let me.
So I'll just go ahead and take away the 18 hit points I just healed.
Fair enough. Let's see. That is 35. That's 53. All right, another massive explosion of fire and pain and screams of agony echo from the Birchwood as more bodies fall from its corpulent husk.
And Wolfgang screams, "Ah! Help me!"
All right.
It's a shame
I
that Wolfgang
screamed.
died.
It's so close to reducing its size category, too. All right. Let me mark all these guys so I can put them in the initiative order.
Oh boy, these.
Sorry, homebrew's a bitch. All right. C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. All right. It is now the Birchwood. Once again, Wolfgang, you are still trapped on its insides.
I sure am.
You take 12 points of crushing damage as this thing continues to try to rip you limb from limb and make you a part of its mass. And Denier, it now sees you way up there. It knows you can't reach you. Whoop, damn it, I don't want to grab your wall. So it's going to herk and jerk its way over to Asmo, who has gotten its attention. All right. Asmo!
Yes. Is it my turn?
No, you're about to get attacked.
Oh, how did
By
it?
several
how did it
limbs.
Get, whoa! How did it get to me? It has to walk through a bunch of enemies.
They're allies.
Yeah, you can walk your allies, Kurt.
Oh, okay. All right. Get my hands
23
up.
to hit.
You know what? No, he does not hit.
I'm going to say
Defensive
it
tool.
does. I'm going to say
It does. 23 actually matches, so I don't even need
All
to roll
right.
it.
That is 9 plus. Jeez, so many stats. 13 points of damage for the first claw.
All right.
Second claw is a 18 to hit. Pretty sure that misses you.
Yeah, it does.
Third claw is a 15, which also misses you.
Good.
And the fourth claw
What?
It gets 4 claws. Is a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Yup. That is 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Zambos! They aren't incredibly fast. I think... Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20... I think this is the only one that can make it to you. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... Yeah, that's the only one that's going to be able to make it to you. This one's going to start... some of these ones are going to actually start trying to go over towards the wall of force.
The walls are 10 feet tall, and they are invisible.
Never mind then. It's going to start walking over to the cat and try to paw its way at him. They're just like reaching up towards you, Denier. Including the purple one actually is the zombified body of old Barnsey. The old gravekeeper. All right. The one zombie is going to attempt to attack you, Asmo. Rolls a fucking nat 1. It's not doing it.
What severity on that? I want to believe it misses so bad it kills itself.
It loses one of its limbs.
As a morning
it now moves as half speed.
Shoved its own fingers into its own eye sockets.
Now, imagine having like a morning star on a chain, swings, misses, hits it, knocks its own head off.
Asmo, it is now your turn.
Oh, jeez, is it? All right.
Yeah.
Well, oh, fucking hell, what to do in this scenario here? One of our main damage dealers just being completely gibbed in the first turn, so it's kind of messed up combat.
Don't be so down on yourself.
No. I'm talking about Connor.
Oh, it's almost like somebody could maybe help him get out of there, but it's not my business.
It's gonna be hard with all the zombies throwing at us, so it's all good, dude. It's all good. I guess Asmon's just gonna try and kill that red zombie who came up towards him first.
All right, go for it. Speaking of dropping weapons with that natural one,
Christ.
Oh.
you managed to try to stab that zombie, but your hand caught on one of those spears behind you, and you managed to drop Kabuto.
In the audience, T-Wig is like stressed right now.
Yeah, Dogud is just fixated on this beast that you guys are fighting. All right, what is your...
I'm trying to think what to do in this scenario here because this is looking really bad in general. So I'm trying to look over everything I have here to see if I can do anything to even remotely do something because it's not that it's a big creature with 4 attacks and can completely ensnare somebody. It's also that it's shaving off adds faster than we can do damage to it. So right now I'm trying to rack my brain on what to do in this scenario because this is this encounter. We completely tripped out the gate on this. All right, Asmo is all right with his right hand. Realizes he dropped his weapon, so Asmo's going to go for an uppercut with Blaster Knuckle.
All right.
On that red zombie. 24.
All right, how many shells are you firing?
I only got 2 left, so only 1.
You didn't choose to reload them?
I only have 2 shells, dude.
All right. Go for it.
I literally I only have 2 shells.
I am not arguing with you. Fire away.
I get my all right. 3.
And the other shell?
3. 6.
Okay, so you fired... okay, the first thing was just you punching it. Then you want to roll 2 shells to add to it. So you got 3 bludgeoning damage, 3 fire, and then another... Yeah, roll 1 more shell.
1 damage.
All right. You burn up... You go from a big meaty zombie face to looking at a skeleton face in front of you as this massive fireball ignites its face.
It's not dead?
No.
Asmo is just going to take fire and just try and stab it at him, I guess. Yeah, 13.
13 hits.
He's dead. 6 points of damage.
Yep, he does die.
There you go.
You all right, man?
You always get stressed out with zombies every time. This is Kurt's thing. Like, zombies are kind of his kryptonite. Because anytime we fight zombies, Kurt gets stressed out.
I know. I'm just a little bit stressed out by this entire encounter. Mostly because we didn't get.
Zombies' entire point are that they mob you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't get to reposition before the fight. Just that's kind of where I'm getting a little bit frustrated. Because if we could have, no, it's
Denier, you're up.
All right, Denier's going to move carefully. He is going to take a half move to make sure that he walks carefully on the platform to make sure he doesn't fall off the platform.
Gotcha.
And he's going to drop a fireball down on top of the mobs down below him to catch the edge of the Birchwood. Hopefully, if he spotted where Wolfgang was, he's going to try to do enough damage to the Birchwood without hitting Wolfgang, or at least doing minimal damage to Wolfgang.
All right. Go ahead and use the measurement tool to show me the area you're hitting with the fireball.
Okie doke. Let me see. I'm going to try to go right about... So he's going to center it right about here.
Okay. All right, so yeah, that's going to miss the center mass of the creature, and you're going to just kind of hope that that's not where Wolfgang is and that he's still alive.
Yep, and I'm going to cast it at level 4. So that is 8. They all get dex saves, DC 17.
All right, zombie 1 fails, or pink zombie fails. Old Barnsey, bless his soul, makes it. Orange zombie fails, and Birchwood fails. All right.
All right,
that's the important one.
9d6 damage. 28 points of damage to everything. If they make it, it's cut to 14.
All right. Even though old Barnsey made it, he's trying to roll out of it. You see the fire creep up his body. The other two are just burnt to cinders. You see the fire creep up his body as he looks up to you. Thank you.
Denier nods. The Great Mother rest with you.
As it consumes the rest of him in the eye of death. Meanwhile, the Birchwood, that is, 28 points of damage. Double that shit up to 50. Damn, okay.
56, I believe.
Yes, sir. Oh, actually, no, it'd be this. Bam. Holy shit. Okay. So, as those zombies are obliterated and the Birchwood begins to burn from the inside out, you can see Wolfgang's feet and arms trying to flail as he tries to drag himself out. Wolfgang, this thing definitely seems easier to escape now. But as you are seeing this, a bunch more bodies fall from the center mass of the creature and start to raise themselves up from the dirt. All right. Let me mark these boys up.
All right, so final free action. Wolfgang, platform up here. Safe. Asmo, get away.
All right. With that, Wolfgang, it is now your turn.
Can I see?
Right now, it's your legs that are kind of kicking out, because this was the side that you were dragged in from. So you can feel that you have freedom back there, but you just need to wriggle yourself out. You think this thing isn't quite as strong as it was before, so if you did try to escape that way, it certainly feels more possible.
Okay, but I can't see then.
True. You cannot still see. You're in this thing head first.
Okay. Hang on. Character sheet. Acting weird. All right. I'm gonna try to free myself.
All right. Go ahead and give me acrobatics with advantage.
Acrobatics with advantage is gonna be 16.
All Alright, and you managed to pull yourself free of the creature. You are now able to move.
Okay, was that my action?
Your action was to break out, yes.
Okay.
You still have a bonus action and a move action.
Bonus action, slap healing hands on myself, so I heal for 9.
Alright.
Uh,
And you are greeted by a horde of the undead behind you, by the way.
I am going to cheese it.
Good call.
All the way over here.
The Birchwood and one of the zombies is going to take an opportunity attack on you as you're
That's
escaping. The Birchwood gets a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Alright, zombie gets a 12, also misses. Alright,
does
they
not
both
hit.
miss you as they try to strike at you. Luckily, you do not run into one of Shadow's walls, which are invisible.
Pling!
Oh! Alright, Birchwood's turn. Asmo is feeling a bit light on the inside. Go ahead and make me a grapple check.
Me, Asmo?
Yep.
What do I need to roll for acrobatics?
Acrobatics or athletics of your choice.
18.
You manage to wriggle free from its grasp as its arms begin to try to grab and pull you
It's
in.
like a terrifying Nico Robin.
Yeah, your slick snake skin makes it easy for you to slide and slither away.
Good alliteration. I like that.
Yeah. The zombies are going to approach you. Blue zombie attacks. That's a 5 to hit. This zombie is going to move over here. It's a 15 to hit, also misses.
Excellent.
These zombies are going to begin trailing Wolfgang.
Wolfgang.
And this one's going to stop here and move up to try to attack you as well. And it also fails horrifically. All right. Asmo, you're up.
Asmo's going to take the disengage action.
Go for it.
Good call.
Asmo is going to disengage. I got to make sure I move this properly. Asmo is going to disengage. And... Asmo disengages. And decides, however, pulls out his 3 knives on his trusty bandolier. Actually, Nick, what's the range on that wonderful chain thing you gave me?
30 feet.
Ooh. I'd like to try it, Nick. Yeah, I'm going to make it rip, Nick. Let's try it out here.
All right. That would be a strength roll +1.
Strength roll +1. Alrighty.
Are you trying to swing the chain or are you trying to throw the thing?
I want to hit the green guy.
All right. Are you swinging the chain or are you attempting to throw the javelin?
I feel that's both.
No.
Like you swing the axe and then you throw it at a guy. Like a lasso.
Yeah, but one is like you are swinging the chain trying to get momentum that way. The other one is you are just hucking the head of the javelin.
Does that change anything with it?
Yes, with the javelin you would have proficiency.
I see. All right, Asmo's just going to try and throw it like a blade. Hold on to the chain, though, and try and pull it back.
All right, throw in a javelin, so that would be strength plus proficiency +1.
So strength plus proficiency bonus +1?
Yeah, did you add this thing as a attack to your character sheet?
No, I had no idea what his stats were.
All right, well.
Unfortunately, I googled hunk of metal on chain. It wasn't helpful. The javelin chain, though. I like that name.
All right, I
We're
have
figuring this out.
now added it to your... There
Thank
we
you
go.
very much.
That is when you were throwing it.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to throw it at the green guy. Yeet! 21.
All right, green guy is hit. And
4 points of damage.
All right. Alternately, as you hit him and it spears straight into him, he is now connected and considered grappled. You have now scorpioned this man. 4 damage. All right. He is
Now that he's-
impaled.
Okay. Now, Okay, hear me out, Nick, because this is a new weapon. Sorry, guys, let me take away from it. What if I wanted to pull him to the left?
Then that would just be an athletics check.
I want to pull him into the orange one and knock them both down.
That would be the yellow one if you're moving him to the left.
Oh,
or
well,
you're
then...
trying to, like, swing him that way. Yeah, I see what you mean. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
19?
All right, you begin to pull the chain, and this creature starts to move along with you. As you do this, though, go ahead and roll an additional damage from the chain.
Okay. 4.
As his rotted flesh rends asunder, and you rip it out through his rib cage.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
His body begins to slump over to that side now that he's missing that quarter of his stomach.
Oops.
The chain is now free, and you can pull it back.
Did I take an action to retract it?
I mean, it's... I'd call it a move action. Bonus action to retrieve it.
Bonus action? Okay, bonus action to retrieve it, then yes. Okay, all right, I'll use my bonus action to retrieve it, then I guess that ends my turn.
All right. Denier.
I'm gonna half move, shift my position just a little bit on my platform, glance over the edge, point down, look over at Vander and Solomon, and I drop a fireball directly into the center of them.
All right.
What?
Yeah.
No, on the zombies.
Okay.
On all...
Okay, see, here's the thing.
I'm gonna throw it at the gods!
I was assuming you were going to do something like that. That's why I was like, all right, keep all the zombies here. Trip them. Make sure they can't leave.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, this entire area here, just beneath you?
Yep.
All right, yep, that encapsulates all of them.
All right.
What,
and
what
they
level
get,
is this fireball?
And here we
It's
go.
gonna be a normal third level, so that's gonna be 8d6, 29 points of damage, and they all have to make DC 7.
All right, let's start with the zombies.
No, God.
Fail. 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 Epic fail. 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 And the Birchwood. He rolled a 17, but with his -2 in dexterity, that is a fail.
Oh my god, that was really
They all-
weird to hear. It was really weird to hear you read off my grades there, Nick. That was
No
hard to
worries.
hear.
So,
All right.
Ouch. The
What
funny
is
thing
it?
is, he's half joking.
All right, let's let this moment happen here.
Okay, so they all take 29 points of damage. The Birchwood takes, I believe, 58 points of damage?
Yeah, I was going to say, you drop this firebomb onto the field, incinerating all of the zombies. Like, they are dust in the wind right now that is being kicked up and flown about, and the Birchwood begins to ignite in cinders. You have done more than double the amount of health it had left. Go ahead and tell me how you end this monstrosity's existence.
Wow.
Denier lifts his hands into the air, the great burning ball appearing above his head. He looks over at Vander and at Solomon. He gives a little bit of a smile. To the people of Birchwood, may you all find peace with the Great Mother. He throws his hands down, cascading this giant ball of fiery death. As it slams down into the ground, it incinerates them, and behind it leaves the symbol of Arcanos in the ground.
Woo!
Ooh.
Fucking
Fuck
great
yeah.
play, dude. Great play, man. Good.
The creature screams, but you can feel this, almost like this weight has been lifted off of all of your shoulders as the smoke clears and the symbol of Arcanos sits emblazoned in the ground. This odd sensation of calm washes over you. As Solomon lifts his hand into the air, the symbol burns a bright red and disappears into the smoke, and disappears back into the dirt. Well done. But it's not over yet. Still got one more to face. Next time on Roll With Me.
Ah!